when Archicad started going from 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, even 28, I think people started getting tired because one of the best parts of Archicad they love cannot be used again, which is stairs. Stairs, how to create different types of stairs. We have elliptical stairs, we have dogleg, we have straight flight with landing, we have half turn, we have spiral stair. Guys, in this video, you are going to learn how to create every one of these type of stairs. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification button so you don't miss videos like this. Now let's get started. I will start with this one and then I'll end it with this one. So now let's get into it. I'm going to be very fast with this process, okay? For this one, first thing first, you can just take your step and just create this, just like that. But before then, when you click your stairs, okay, go to the settings, determine the width you want. For this type of stairs, most times it's usually wider, okay? And we can always use 1500 or 1/8, okay? All depends on the width you want and how the size of building you're trying to design. Most cases it's always wider, so I'm going to use 1500 and I'm going to make the number of steps to be 20 and the riser to be 180, and I'm going to leave this thread which is going okay to be 250, and that's fine. So we say okay. But before then, I want to show you something. By default, these settings would be activated by default. Okay? These settings would be checked by default. So it's now up to you to uncheck it or just leave it like that. In most cases, these checked stuff are rules to what the stairs should be doing. Okay, like this, you can see riser. The minimum should be. It says the minimum should be 150 here, maximum 200. So it means wherever you are drawing, these rules help you to determine the riser, the probable riser, and the likely thread. Okay, as you can see the going, it says it could be minimum 250 or 350. It means that at least the going should be 250, maximum 350. No matter what we are trying to draw, it should not be lesser than that or more than that. So that's what it means. So by default, it should be here, okay? And we want to create this particular type of stair. So I'll just leave these settings like this, okay? So because this is standard. So we want standard settings. So we just say, okay. And I think where we checked that, it changed to 18. So I'm going to put this here and make it 150. As you can see, it has gone back to the actual number we wanted. And this is because our height, the headroom of our building is 3,150 mm. And if we want to increase it, you will see that the number increases. So when, let's say you increase this, let's add 300 to it. So you can see the headroom would be, 3,450, okay? And this automatically changes because this is here, all right? And I'm going to say okay for now. And our storage setting is 3,150, okay? So let's go back to our stairs settings we were doing before. If you add 300 to this, it makes it 3,450 total height of the stairs. Okay, then if you don't want it to automatically, adjust itself, just say not linked. So that means you can always just put a figure you want your stairs height to be. All right. So we are going to leave it like this, and we are going to, as you can see, this is adjusting itself so that it can fit the number of risers we want. So we'll just leave it at 20, you can see it simply means that at least the riser of the step we want to create for this height, it would be 173. All right. And if we reduce it to 0, make it 3,150, you can see this, at least for the number of riser, which is 20, we would have 158 height of riser. So it calculates it for you. And this is because of this rule. From here, you can see it says 150 minimum to maximum 200. So it means that this can only go from 150 to 200. It can never be more than that. Okay. Let's just, I love to have it at 150, which is the standard. So we just create this. You can use a line first. Okay. You can use a line to get the outline of the ellipse you want, the shape you want. But before that, let me just draw these stairs here, like this, just straight like this. Okay. Then we can go ahead and draw our ellipse. As you can see, this is ellipse. We can use ellipse, this curve like this. Okay. Or we can just draw a proper line like this. Sorry, let's make it single line like this. Okay. And just get this curve here, like so. Okay. So with this, we have a pathway to this step. So we can just take this like so. Or let me keep it here. So we just follow this curve. Let me see. Let's use this like this and reduce this curve a little bit. So just take this part and curve it to this way. So we have one part here like so, and we can always mirror. Let me shift this to this part, and then we can always mirror this. But before that, let me know, I want to determine the distance from here to here. Let's use 2000 mm. Okay. We can always make a curve like this for the landing, and we'll just mirror it, which is Control M, Control or Control Shift M to mirror a copy. Okay. So we have successfully done something like this, which is almost the same, but the ellipse is a little bit wider. Okay, that's because of this distance here and how we slanted this part, but it's fine. Okay, so we can always use a slab to create our landing like so. Let's just create a landing like so, and then curve this part. This is the pet palette, and this is activated already, and you just take it out like so. So not depends on what you are designing, and I'm very sure in the design there might be something like a lobby here. Okay, we can always add it like so. So we can delete this, and there will be lobby here also. Just add here and just shift it to this part here. Okay, so that's the lobby, and let's see what we have on our 3D. Okay, so this is it. You can see this is what it looks like. So we can always duplicate this slab to create the thickness of the tiles we have here, and then change the material to wood like so. Let's use this one for instance. Okay, it's a little bit different, but it's fine. But I will just change it to this. Okay, so as you can see, so we can add our railing, you can add railing to it, or you when you're joining this, make sure you when you're joining this, make sure you activate your railing to this and this, activate it before you start drawing. But if you haven't done that, we can always add our railing like this. Go to your rail. I'm going to go to one of this my favorite. I'll just double click. It's activated already. I'll just say okay. I'll go to the my 3D. I'll just hold down my shift down and it will follow the step. Okay, hold down my shift down and click at this point here to follow the step. The same thing here, the same thing here, the same thing here. Okay, as you can see, and this is not at the on top of the step. Just change it to this to be on top of it. The same thing here. Okay, and we can go ahead and start drawing the curved railing here. Okay, and draw a railing to fit all how you want your design to be. So we have successfully done this. Okay, so we want to draw this railing here. Just click the rail. I think this is okay, and just there's an arc here already. I'll just make sure it is on the arc and just click it. Okay, so that's it. Change this so it would recess inside. So we can always adjust this later when in our design. Let's see what we have. You can always move this up. Let me see the actual height of this. I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Okay, that's that. And we have dog leg, which is a little like this and like this. It ends like this. So it could be this can be smaller. This part here can be smaller like so. All depends on where you are landing and how your design is, just like so. So what you need to do is very simple. Let's just hold down your alternate and pick this particular stairs we have, and we are just going to change it to 900, which is the width of the stairs. And this, we have already activated the railing. Okay, and all you need to do is get the actual part. Let's say this is your room. Let me use a wall. Let's use this wall. Okay, so let's say you have a room like this, let's say 4 5, and let's say 5,000 here. You have a corner like this. Okay, that you want a step to just follow this part. All you need to do is stairs, you activate your stairs, make sure the railing is active, and you just move like so. Okay, as you can see, it is moving at the wrong direction. You need to just switch this and it will switch like so. Just click your angle. So you click and you right click and you say okay. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Change your direction of stairs like so. And it's very simple. So it all depends on the type of stairs. If the type you want is the one that has a shorter flight here and the longer flight here, or the equal flight for both, or so just hold the stairs at this thick edge and shift it, or you drag like so. You just drag it, will automatically shift. And this is working because of the rules by default that is here. It just follows the rules. So you can see that the thread is 300. Okay, you can see, and the riser is 1. So it automatically calculates for us because of these rules here. Okay, and This is a standard riser which is 150, and this is why our number of riser is 21. But what if this space is not, like, for instance, so just the way this is, it has exceeded this space. What if we want to adjust it? We want to make it a little bit reduced. Okay, we want to reduce the flight. And you can't even do it without this one adjusting itself here. You get? And this adjusting itself here. What you need to do to reduce this, okay, is we, sorry, we have to change the rules here with the going, okay, which is also going to affect the distance of the flight, okay. And now for this particular case, we can reduce the maximum, okay, to at least 250. So you can see the rules has changed here. The numbers has changed, the figures has changed. This has changed to 175 and this has changed to 18. You can see that the options, it even give us options that we can have. It means we can have numbers of steps that is up to 21 again, because it has increased the riser and it has also we have also reduced the going, which is also going to affect the flight. If you click OK now, you can see that it has affected the flight. It means for a smaller space, we can always shrink our stairs. Okay, so that's pretty much how to go about this. Okay, so you just switch this right here. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what we have. As you can see what it looks like. It's very, very nice. Okay, the 175 is not too much, and the going of 250 is also not small. Okay, so these are within standards of building. Okay, and then this is for dog leg. We can leave it like this. Let's create a slab here. The next one is straight flight that has a landing, which is very, very straightforward. All we need to do, make sure our the stairs is activated and our railing is also activated. Just determine the length of the straight flight, the wall you want to have, okay, and just draw like so. You can see this is just straight flight, and you just wonder how you want to add the landing to it. All you need to do is, when you take to an extent, let's say we are going to end it with a 10, okay, then we select this. This will appear when you are drawing. Select this, take to a distance, okay, you can type 900, okay, and then we go back to this step and we finish it off. As you can see, we can always go back to our original settings. Sorry, go back here, 350, okay, so that we can have other options of this standard, so we can have a longer flight. Okay, as you can see, like so. So we can always adjust it. Okay, and this is fine. Just switch your railing. This is straight flight with landing, half landing. You can see. And then for this one is half turn. Okay, as you can see, half turn because we don't have any step here. For quarter ton, we usually have step here, and this is a little bit, the flight here is a little bit bigger than this. So all you need to do is get the actual measurement you want. Okay, for this, I'm going to use a line to get what we want, which is, let's use a wall for this. Okay, we're just going to draw 4, 5, and then the width of let's say for a staircase, the width of a standard staircase at least should be around 2000 mm. Okay, let's use 2000 mm, and then we come back to this point here. Now we are going to take this parameter and make sure the handrail is activated. So the next thing we're going to do is start drawing our staircase along this wall like so. And this width is 900 already. So we just click this, click the edge here and drag like so. Okay, so you can see. So switch this, make sure this is properly set. Okay, so we can always adjust it if we think it's too much. Based on the rules, it will be compressing itself until it gets to the minimum of what we have set it to be. Okay, but they are always within standard. Now the downside of this particular one, now you can see that it has a little one step here. We can always remove this step. Okay, we can always remove this step. All we need to do is go to, let's see what it looks like on our 3D. Okay, so just pick this edge here, this dark edge here, select this, pet palette will appear, select this, and just click this landing and say okay. So you can see we have a proper landing here. Quarter ton. Okay, quarter ton is just, I'm just going to copy this, okay, out here, and just increase the length, okay, for dog leg staircase. Most times this type of staircase is always used for public use, okay, like for hotels that has big staircase, and it's usually the width of the stairs is always bigger than this. So we can make it one public staircase like school, church, okay, church and mall, okay, like so. So it's called quarter ton. This is half ton, this is quarter ton, okay. So we can always adjust it. Now depends on I want to shrink this a little. The flight of this part depends on how wide your staircase is, okay. Where, as you can see, this is 1.15. So when it turns, it makes this flight shorter. But when I make it 1.2, you can see that there will be room for more steps, okay. If you adjust it, like shrink it a little bit to an extent, we'll get more steps here. Okay, you can always use these tools to adjust them, and they will move automatically based on the settings we have here. Okay, so that with as you can see, we have more steps here. All depends on the width of our staircase. Okay, so let's just leave it like this. and switch this to be here. Let's see if this is at the right place. Switch this to be here. So let's see what it looks like. You can see as stairs, it looks very, very nice. So most times this type of staircase is always difficult to create since the inception of Archicad 22, 23, and to 28. So it's always very difficult. So if you are lucky enough to create this, just store it somewhere that you can always reuse it. You don't have to create it all over again. Store it somewhere so that you can always you reuse it. Most times it's always good to save as favorite, okay? And if you don't have the time to do this or practice or try to create it, just go down and download this particular file. You can always copy the file and just use on your project. Let's create this without beating about the bush. Activate this, go to your settings. Okay, the first thing you need to do is uncheck all this. Just uncheck it because they are going to cause problem for you. Okay, and then we have I'm going to get the the um the radius we want. Okay, the radius we want is 300, which is the thickness, which is going to be like the thickness of the column that you will be using or anybody will be using. Sorry, I think this one is quite big. I think this makes the total of 600. I want the diameter to be 300. Okay, let's bring it down. So we are going to pick our stairs like so. Go to our settings. Make sure all these are unchecked because we don't need rules for this particular spiral stair. So uncheck everything and say okay. Okay, so before then, let's also create the second line. We need the width to be, this is 300, from the center would be 150, so we need it to be 150 plus 900. Let's say 950. Okay, so you just stop it somewhere around there. See, it's not closed. So we are going to get the stairs. Okay, we can always make it 80, 850. Okay, and make sure everything is unchecked. Okay, and this is also, the height is also okay. Uncheck everything, you need to uncheck check them. Then we hold down our, you can see, you hold down your space down and just click that line. Okay, and there you go. So you see our stairs is already there. So you just, let's see what we have on our 3D. You can see. So in most cases, the one I've seen online in most cases is always quite short, such that even when you start climbing, your head might be touching the top. So what I usually do to see if this is actually correct, okay, the height is also okay, is I just measure it from here to here. Let's say you stand, and our height usually is around 1,600 mm for a standard average height. You can see this is even more than a door height and going up like so. So this is absolutely correct. Okay, and it is just straightforward and easy. So we just have to correct our railing like so. I don't think there is any railing on this. I think there is one center railing. You can just delete it because the column has already covered for it. Okay, so this is it. You can always maybe create a platform like this. And create something. Let me see. I think this is okay. This is going, this is up, this is down. So this is where the landing should be. I'm going to draw the landing somewhere around here. I think this is it. Yeah, this line here. Yes. So landing should be around here. I think so. Let's see what we have. You can see landing is around here. Let's see. Okay, so all you need to do is just adjust it. It's what we want. As you can see, we have successfully created. If you still want to check if your head will touch the landing from here, most times I just go here and we can use our measurement. We can use our measurement to check it also from here, like this. From here, you can see even when you step on in this part, your head would not touch it. Okay, still the same way when you step on this part, your head cannot touch it. When you start getting to this part, your head has already passed. You can see you have passed the landing. So this is practically okay for your construction drawing or whatever you want to use this particular staircase for. And guys, we have successfully created different types of stairs: elliptical stairs, the dog leg, the straight flight with half landing, half turn, the quarter turn, and the spiral staircase. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.